Hello. I have a podcast. It's called What the Heck with Richard Weck. It's on Spotify. I interview comedians about comedy, about how they started. It's very cool. Also on Spotify, if you are on there, I have an artist page. I am releasing an album on my birthday on December 28th. It's called Stand Up Guy.
Happy birthday!
So, I have a couple mini albums up there, but this one will be like around 30 minutes, I hope. I'm open, all the stuff I have. The way I describe myself is I minor in autism, I major in anxiety and depression. To make myself happier to cure my depression, what I do is I take a Sharpie marker and I draw a smiley face on my nutsack. And that makes it better. I have so many jokes about my balls' nuts. It really is. Like, I'm from New Jersey. I moved here in March. I'm from New Jersey. So I'm used to the cold. Like, this weather outside, I love it because I'm a fat guy. But also because everyone knows what it's like to have balls now. We're all gender fluid in 2025. It's awesome. Everyone knows what it's like to have balls now. They get very hot. They get very sweaty when it's hot out. It's uncomfortable. So I have this really nice pair of aviators, like sunglasses. I put them on my nutsack and it makes them cooler. My best friend Timmy comes in my room and he's like, "These smell funny." I'm like, "Don't touch those. Those are my personal sack shades. I don't need you touching those." I mentioned the autism thing, and that's real. Like, I'm like genuinely like diagnosed 12 years ago. So it annoys me because there's a lot of people that, claim it, and there's a lot of stuff going around, a lot of stereotypes and stuff. And it annoys me. I'm a straight white guy, so I want to gatekeep something, and I'm gatekeeping autism. That's the decision that I've made. I'm gatekeeping autism. I just have certain problems with it, like in media. People always want to like associate with certain things. Like, to me, I love the show. I do love the show Bob's Burgers, but a lot of hardcore fans of that show, they think the three children on that show are on the spectrum in some way. It's not true. They fetal alcohol syndrome is a totally different thing. So there's that. There's also Love on the Spectrum. Love on the Spectrum. I never watched that show because it gives me PTSD. Because I was in special ed my whole life growing up in school, And special ed is like, have you ever seen the movie The Breakfast Club? It's that, but we can't tie our shoelaces. And the thing I think about with like Love on the Spectrum, there are bullies in special ed. So I imagine, can you imagine how much that sucks? Someone's special interest, part of their disorder is making your life a living hell. So you can't get mad at them because it's part of their thing, Yeah. So the thing that's hard is I can imagine people watching that show, seeing their bully on it, being like, "Hey, that guy was kind of a dick. He stole my train set in 7th grade. He put in his mouth, it was disgusting, completely unsanitary." Now, I kind of got to break this joke down for you a little bit. A lot of people know now, based on comedians talking about it, that a stereotype of people on the spectrum, autistic people, is that they like trains. I tend to avoid trains because I'm Jewish, so you're not going to catch me. You don't see a lot of train jokes in my life. Yes. Let me see. I'm doing on time. Okay, I'm not just. Okay, great. I have a lot of time. I realized I love doing stand-up. I've been doing it 10 years. The thing that's crazy about it, like I love about it so much, is it's both observation and self-exploration. And through my self-observation, I've realized I'm a pretty shitty person. Like, not morally, but being a person. I've been taking a shower since I was 9 years old. Myself, taking a shower by myself. Every single time I take a shower, I get shampoo in my eyes. I am not killing it as a human being. And I try and blame my shower and my shampoo like they're working together, like they're in cahoots together. I'm like, "Are you in cahoots?" Because I can't take responsibility. I'm like, "Can you take cahoots?" So I'm asking these inanimate objects so they can take cahoots. I like saying the word cahoots, basically. And since that's going to be on the album, it's going to be copyrighted. So that's going to be the cahoots joke. And I love having that. It kind of brings it down. That's my cahoots joke. I love saying that. It's the thing. I like bigger women. I like shorter women, and I don't understand the flack that happens. Like sometimes, like guys will complain. I see like memes of it now. Guys will go on a date and they'll growl. It's a girl with a few pounds heavier than her photo online or on the app. I don't give a shit, dude. We're sharing appetizers. That's what's going on here. Jalapeno popper. Do you know what I'm talking about? As long as you can finish this next seconds later, it's fine. I'm not going to get to sear in that moment because I had no game, but I like to imagine it for later. You do have to use your imagination a lot. You do have to use your imagination a lot because I don't know if you guys know this. It's a pretty pristine crowd. A lot of major porn sites are banned in Florida and in Texas. It's really hard to find what you want to find sometimes. I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue because I read erotica online. That is the dorkiest way to get off, by the way. Dorkiest way to get off. Do you know how dorky it is to come off a sentence? You're like, that's good alliteration, you know? And it's not even like highbrow stuff. It's just big bouncing boobs, you know? I like boobs so much I got my own. It's kind of how I I am going to be 32 in December, like I mentioned, and my experience with the internet is different than younger people. So I'm less tolerant of them being more sensitive online. They're sensitive about mean comments. I just don't have that. I just grew up in a different time. 21 years ago when I got on the internet, all my generation did was we were in chat rooms. And our parents were fucking terrified. They were terrified. There was Chris Hansen on the news, To Catch a Predator. To me, I thought we were smart. You ignore the guy with the username CandyVan69 24/7. And you talk to your friend Jessica. She has a MySpace page. She's real, But sometimes people are not pedophiles or creepy. They're just trying to be themselves. I remember I was 11 years old. This guy in this chat room that I met. He was he had really bad macromacia. He was a man, but he had female breasts. He just wanted to show them off. He's like an exhibitionist. And I was like 10, 11 years old. I'm just like, that's pretty cool. That man has titties. That's awesome. I have just nabbled it from donuts, The first pair of breasts that I ever saw on a few years ago, which is such a weird sentence, I know, were fake. This was the worst, first experience of going to a strip club. A comedian friend took me. It was a whole ordeal. It was during COVID, 3 p.m. Have this Belarusian chick with huge fingers, She let me finger her. It was insane. Just the weirdest. To describe where I am at, with my stuff, how I am, with my experience, is I am so sexually inexperienced. Most priests and monks would be like, dude, you gotta get out there more. But I'm like, what the fuck? I fingered a Belarusian stripper. Leave me alone. No, my kids. You don't get to choose these things. What I realize, they happen to you. Your sexual experiences happen to you, and then you're like, okay, got to figure out how to digest that. Let me figure out. Okay, getting close to 2 minutes. Okay, so what I find interesting is advertising. I find advertising very interesting. It intrigues me. I notice there's a lot of elves in advertising. You have Keebler elves for cookies. You have Lucky from Lucky Charms. He's an Irish elf. He's a leprechaun. The Rice Krispie brothers. They're actually elves. They're actually conjoined triplets, and how they got their names was never stepped before birth. Snack, crackle, pop. That's why when you pour the milk into the cereal, that sound you hear, that's their bones still cracking. It's pretty sad. There are some things in advertising that are hard for me as an autistic person. Like cleavage, I view as a really bad advertising thing. Hard thing for me. Because I already don't have the eye contact thing going on with the autism, and also I'm gonna look. That's not great socially. And the other thing that's hard, And the thing that's hard is flirting is very tough for you when you're on the autism spectrum. I also have the social anxiety disorder. So on top of that, it's just things that are normal for other people, usual, just are hard for me. Women flirt to get free drinks. It's the same reason I use my autism. Game recognized game. You know how many times I don't want to open my own beer? I'm just like, you're do it for me. I can't figure it out. It's a tough thing. So that's the thing. Another thing that's bad with bad advertising, I think, is dick pics. I think dick pics are bad advertising. I think you gotta leave people wanting something more. So I send pictures of my balls, but I make it look nice. I'm making my pubic hair different hairstyles. I did like Frosted Tips, like Lance Bass from Insane. I did the Island Boys for a while, their weird cornrows. I went old school into Vanilla Ice, his high top fade. What I have now is a red fro, like Carrot Top or Little Orphan Annie. So it's very musical, it's very theatrical. It's like the dick will come out tomorrow. It's a hard cock life for us. So, I'll finish with this. I like redheads, that's what I'm into. I love curvy redheads, like Christina Hendricks, Jessica Rabbit, Garfield. Garfield and I, we actually really hit it off. We both hate Mondays, we both love lasagna, and we're both at pussies. Thank you so much.